welcome. Welcome to this channel. We are looking at geometric sequence and series, and we have this question. Okay, but before we go to that question, I want to quickly recap what has been said earlier on. Geometric series. This is the enter 10 a subscript 1 times the common ratio to exponent n minus 1, where your a1 is the first term. Okay, the n is the numbers of terms. Okay, and r is the common ratio. Okay, and we said also that common ratio is a2, the second term, over the first term, which must equal to the third term over the second term, which must equal to the fourth term over the third term. Okay, so that's that on nth term. Look at the question we have. Find the sixth term, the 10th, and the nth term of the following geometric sequence. Okay, the first one we have 2, 6, 18, 54, and it goes on like that. This is infinite sequence. The sequence has no end. The first thing we need to do is for us to begin to interpret the question. The first written number is the first term. The common ratio is 6 over 2, which is also the same as what? As this. Okay? That's the common ratio. Then we can begin to, as they're coming in, begin to say I. As they're coming in, begin to say I. For 6 term, n will be equal to 6. Apply your formula. That will be u6 equal to the first term, a1, that's 2, times the common ratio, which is 3. And then the n is 6 minus 1, that's 5. And that's giving us 3 to the power 5. 2 times 3 to the power 5, which is 243. Okay, so 243 times 2. That's a 4. That's a 486. Then the 10th term. For 10th term, n is what? N is 10. So that will be u10. Our a is what? Our a1 is 2. Our common ratio is 3 to the power 10 minus 1. That's 9. Okay, you can punch your calculator. I'm going to leave it in that form. Punch your calculator. Whatever you get, that's your 10th term. Okay, and then the nth term. For the nth term, we don't know the numbers of n. We don't know the numbers of n. So that will be equal to your a is 2. Your common ratio is 3, and then n minus 1, and that is the nth term. Okay, please begin to say I as you are coming in. Okay, begin to say I. That is the one of the ways to back up this channel, to support this channel. Okay, and it will allow the YouTube algorithm to push the video to larger audience. Okay, begin to share the links of this video to your friends. Call your friends. Okay, and let your friend also call another person. If you are new on this channel, please subscribe right now. Thank you for doing that. For this one, my a is 100. My common ratio is 54 over 100. Okay, which is equal to 3 goes there. That's 18. No, we're going to use 2. 2 goes in 54, that's 27. 2 goes in 100, that's 50. Which must also be equal to what? The third term over the what? The second term. Okay? The third term over the third term. The third term over second term. Okay? 25 over 54. Let me check that sequence. Let me check that sequence. Okay, as you're coming in, begin to say I. As you're coming in, begin to say I. Invite your friends. Okay, and that's 1 over 2, which was also equal to what? 25 over 50. That's the 1 over 2. Okay, the U6, that'll be 8 times, so we have that. A is 100. Common ratio is 1 over 2 to the power 5. And that's equal to 100 times 1 to the power 5, which is 1. 2 to the power 5 is 32. So the answer is 100 over 32. 2 goes there, 50. 2 goes there, 16. 2 goes there, 25. 2 goes there, 8. So that's a 2 number, 7 over 8. Okay, the U10, the 10th term, the 10th term will be equal to this formula. 10, the first formula we are using, that will be 10 minus 1, that's a 9. The common ratio is 50 over 100, which is the same as 25 over what? Over 50, and that's 1 over 2. The 6th term is U6, that's use your formula, that will be 8 times r to power n minus 1, and that's giving us 8 times r to power 5, r to power 5, r to power 5. A is 2, my A is 100, my A is 100, my common ratio is 1 over 2 to power what? To power 5, and that's 100 times 1 over 32. Okay, that will be 50 here, this will be 16, that will be 25 over 8. That's 25 over 8. The 10th term, your A is that will be your A is 100. Your common ratio is 1 over 2 to the power 9. Okay, don't forget your formula. This is our formula for the nth term of geometric sequence. 10 minus 1. Okay, and this will be equal to 100 times 1 over 2 to the power 9. 2 to the power 9. 2 to the power 5 is 32. 2 to the power 6 is 64. 2 to the power 7 is 128. 2 to the power 8 is 256. 2 to the power 256. Okay, 256. So that's the answer. You can finish that up. That's the answer. Okay, that's the answer. Then the nth term, the nth term, n is unknown. That'll be 100 times 1 over 2 n minus 1. Okay, that's that for B part. C part, make an attempt for C part. Make attempt for C parts. Okay, make an attempt for C parts. So that's that for the for B. Okay, that's that for B parts. This is a B part. So let me go to D parts. Then after that, we'll take our next question. Let me go to B parts. After that, we'll take a question. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. Okay, say something. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. Do the C and put your answer in the comment section to get the 6 times, the 10 times, and the nth term. Okay, I will go to the D parts. I'll go to the D parts. For the D parts, we have 1. I'll confirm the question again. 1.1, 1.21, and then 1.331. Since we've been told that is a geometric sequence, okay, let's confirm that. We need to get the common ratio, and that will be second time HU over A1. My HU is 1.1 over 1, which was equal to 1.21 over 1.1. Let's check the value. Let's check the value. Calculator. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. Say I as you're coming in. Say I as you're coming in. Okay, it's also correct. If you divide 1.21 over 1.21, it will also give you 1.1. Okay, and if you go on again and say 1.331 over 1.21, to give you the same value, to give you the same value, 1.331, 1.331 divided by 1.21. So that confirms that is the geometry, the common ratio is uniform. Then we can get the sixth term. The sixth term will be a times r to the power 5. My a is 1. My common ratio is 1.1 to the power 5. Okay, if you have calculator, you can punch that and get the answer. The 10th term will be this. My first time is 1. My common ratio is 1.1 to the power 9. You can punch that. You can press that on your calculator. Then the nth 10, that will be this one. My a is what? My a is 1. My common ratio is 1.1. My n, I don't know. And that will give me 1.1 to power what? N minus 1. And that's that on that question. And that will take us to another question. Okay? That will take us to another question. I want to say at this moment, okay, if you are just coming in, you are fresh to this channel, please subscribe right now. Don't stop there. Begin to type your question and share the links across your different platforms. Begin to do it right now. Okay? Thank you for doing that. And for my returning viewers, I want to say thank you. Kudos to you for always coming on board. Okay? Begin to type your comments, give the videos a thumbs up, okay? And share the links across your different platforms. Times of geometric sequence is this. Find the fourth and the fifth term. Okay? So that's what we have in that place. We are given the n as this 2 times 5 to power n. Okay, 2 times 5 to power n. And we're told to find the first term. For first term, n will be 1, so that will be 2 times 5 to power 1, and that's 10. And then the fifth 10, n will be 5. That will be 2 times 5 to power 5. Okay, if you have a calculator, you can do that and give us the value. And that's that on that question 2. That's that on that question 2. Go straight to question 3. Go straight to question 3. Question 3. Question 3. The sixth term of a sequence. Okay? And then for U6, n is 6. For 610, n is 6. And that will be what? A to power what? 8 times r to power 5. Okay? And that's 610. U6 is 32. U6 is 32. Okay? The third term, U3, which is a times r squared. The third term is 4. Okay? So this will be equation 1, and this will be equation 2. In geometric sequence, when you have two equations, we always divide either 1 by 2, either equation 1 by 2 or 2 by 1. In arithmetic progression, arithmetic series or sequence, we subtract equation 2 minus 1 or 1 minus 2. Okay? So the choice is yours. You can say equation 2 over 1 or equation 1 over 2. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. Begin to say I. Okay? And begin to type something. If you have your question, put it forward. Put down your question. Type your questions and begin to share the links of this video across your different platforms. And this is the formula. if you use the general pattern, un, you got to what? AR to power n minus 1. N is 6. The third term is 4. That's the u3. Then n is 3. You get this one. And the third term is 4. You have it there. The sixth term is 32. You have it there. Okay? Then give the equations a name. Equation 1, equation 2. Equation 1, equation 2. So that will be equal to divide equation 1 or equation 2 by 1. So that will be okay. Let's make it, because the exponent here is higher. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Make it equation 1 by 2. So that will be this one over what? Over this one, AR5 over AR2. And that will be 32 over 4. Okay? 32 over 4, that's 8. A cancel, A cancel. Okay? So that's what we have there. That's what we have there. A cancel, A cancel. Okay? Then we have, if you do the indices, the exponential for that, that will be r to the power 3 equal to 8. And r is equal to what? 2. Take the cube root of 8. R is 2. The common ratio is 2. Okay? So once you've gotten one of the unknowns, we have two unknowns. We have the first term, we have the common ratio. You've gotten one of the unknowns, then make substitution to either equation 1 or equation 2. And that will be equal to what? I'm using the equation 1 equal to 32. So that's 8 times what? 2 to power 2 equal to 32. That's 4. So A is equal to what? 32 over 4. And that's what? That's 8. A is 8. So that's that on that question. Then you need to talk. You need to make a statement that will fetch you additional marks. Okay? That the first term is 8. The common ratio is what? Is 2. The fourth question, given that the first term of a geometric sequence is 4 and the third term is 1, find the possible values for the sixth term. Okay? A1, okay, is 4. And the third term, which is a U3, has this formula, is equal to what? Is equal to 1. Okay? This is simple. The first term is 4. That will be 4 times what? R squared equal to 1. So R squared is equal to what? 1 over 4. And then R is equal to what? Plus or minus 1 over 2. Okay? So that's the common ratio. Then find the sixth term, the possible value for sixth term. Sixth term is this formula. If you apply your formula, the n times. So we have the first term as 4. We have the common ratio as let's use the plus 1 over 2 to power 5. So that's 4 times 1 over 32, which is 1 over 8. That's the sixth term. Or the sixth term could also be 4 times the common ratio is 1 over 2 minus 1 over 2, okay, to power 5, and that will be equal to what? Minus 4 over 32, which is what? Minus 1 over 8. So that's your sixth term. So you just need to talk back to the examiner that the possible values for the six terms are 1 over 8 plus 1 over 8 or minus 1 over 8. Okay, let's see the second one. See the question 5. Question 5. For question 5, the expression x minus 8, 2x, and x squared form the first 3 terms of a geometric progression by calculating two different expressions for the common ratio, form and solve an equation in X to find possible values of the first term. Okay, let's look at the sequence we are given. Given this sequence. So this is what we are given. Okay, and we are told to find the common, the first term. We're told to find the common, the first term. And before we can find A, the first term, we must have gotten the X variable. So how do we now get the X variable? That will take us to common ratio, which is second times by the first term equal to what? Third term over the what? Second term. And then you solve this. Solve that. Okay? Solve that equation. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. As you're coming in, just begin to say I. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Please subscribe. That is one of the ways to advance this channel. And this will make the YouTube algorithm to push this video to larger audience. Okay? This is not a joke. This is a serious business. Begin to share the links across your different platforms. Thank you for doing that. For my returning viewers, begin to type your comments, okay, constructively, and share the links across your different platforms. Give the videos a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. Thank you for doing that. Okay? Thank you. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you for coming on board. Begin to share the links of this video across your different platforms. If you are new on the channel, please subscribe. If you are new, please subscribe. Subscribe to the channel if you are new. So let's solve this equation we have. This one times this one, cross multiply. Cross multiply. So we have 4x squared. This one will go with this, equal to x squared times x minus 6. Okay? So that will be 4x squared. This one times this one, that's a s cubed. S squared times a minus 6x squared. Okay? So that's what we have. We can move the equation to one side. This one, let it go to the other side. And that will be what? 10x squared equal to s cubed. Okay? And that will be equal to 10x squared minus x cubed equal to 0. Okay, s squared is common. You can factorize the equation. That will be 10 minus x equal to what? 0. So x is equal to 0 or 10. X is equal to 0 or 10. X is equal to 0 or 10. So what we are going to do now is to say when x is equal to 0, okay, we are going to have the geometric sequence as what? As minus 6, that's 0 minus 6, that's minus 6. 2 times x, that's 0. And then this one also, that's 0. Okay, so we are having the first term as what? As minus 6 when x is equal to 0. The first time is minus 6 when x is 0. Okay, then when x is 10, let's get the first 10. Let's get the first 10. When x is 10, the next is 10. I'm going to have 10 minus 6. So the first 10 is what? Is minus 4. So these are the possible values of the first 10. Then you can make a statement that the possible value of the first 10 are what? Are what? Minus 6 and what? And minus 4. Okay, so that's that on this question. That's that on this question. Question still continue. Question still continue. Okay. If you are new, we're just coming in, begin to subscribe to the channel, make your comments, share the links across different platforms. For returning viewers, I want to say thank you. Begin to make your comments, okay, and begin to share the links of this video across your different platforms. Thank you for doing that. When x is 10, okay, we have 10 minus 6, which is minus which is 4. Okay, so first time is what? First time is 4. First time is 4. 10 minus 6 is 4, not minus 4. First time is 4. When x is what? When x is 0. Okay, so we can make it in coordinates. That will be, let's use s comma a. Okay, the first one, when x is 0, we have the first term as what? As minus 6. Okay, another one, when x is 10, we have a as what? As 4. And that's finished that question. Okay, I want to say, if you're just coming into this channel, please subscribe. Okay, that's the best thing to do. Share the links of this video across your different platforms. Thank you for coming on board. Thank you. Okay, thank you. At this point, we're going to drop the curtain of this live section, and hopefully we'll meet again tomorrow. Okay, I will indicate the time ahead of time. So thank you. See you tomorrow by the grace of God. Thank you. Bye bye.